Blubrry Podcasting, a leader in implementing Podcast 2.0 features, has implemented one of the most exciting features to date called Value Time Splits. At the same time, Value Time Split can be one of the most complicated features, but yet one of the most exciting to provide value back to content that you are talking about, or maybe even music that you're playing in your show. And really, value time split as an element offers different value splits for a specific period of time. You give it a start time and duration supplied with the alternative value recipient. Now, this is for those of you that are participating in the value for value block within the PowerPress dashboard or PowerPress podcasting plugin and Blubrry dashboard. Now, value for value has been covered in another video that I will link here on YouTube for you to review. But the value time split in its essence, again, is about giving back to those and the content that you're talking about during your show. Value for value can be found when you edit an episode in the Blubrry dashboard under value for value. When you click on value time splits and build value time splits, a new box shows up or a new page shows up, and you have the ability to add a value block. In this instance, starting at 1 minute and lasting for 3 minutes and 43 seconds, the recipient Salty Sessions Volume 2 with Survival Guide is receiving value someone is streaming your show on a podcasting app from podcastapps.com, streaming Satoshis or doing live boost. You can see in this particular listing that we've given them, again, some value back by providing 100% of the value the show is earning to this specific show. Another thing that you can do is you can add a recipient where it's just basically a value recipient. In this instance, I put in my Albi address, and I've gone ahead and I'll add the selected recipient, add recipient, save it. Now this recipient is saved, and I can actually start at the 4-minute mark and basically go for the next 20 minutes to be able to provide value to that specific Albi account or value recipient. So again, there are two different types. There are value recipients and there are remote recipients where usually most of this action is occurring today. Again, this is a complicated concept. You can get a lot of value by listening to Boostagram Ball podcast to understand what's happening. Essentially, what happens during that podcast, a series of artists and their music is being played, and just in a regular music show. Each time a new artist is playing, what will happen then is the artist will receive value back based upon sats and donations to the show through the value for value model. So again, this is a little bit of a complicated feature. We understand that. You may have questions. Our support team is well versed in this. You may want to ask questions. At the same time, in the Blubrry dashboard, or in the PowerPress podcasting plugin, under value time splits within your episode information, you again can do the same exact thing that I've just been talking about in the previous menu, and I can add a time split if I want. Again, I can pick a different recipient, so I can look for an Albi address, for example. We can do the one I just showed earlier, Geek News at getalbi.com. And as a Blubrry customer, Albi is at this time. And again, you see the split level. We can set that split level up to 100%. I select it at 90. You save it. And then when you exit at this point, this value recipient is saved, even though you can't see it. And you would set the block, again, of time, let's say starting at 5 minutes, going all the way out to, it could be 8 minutes long. So again, this is the time it starts and the duration. So again, these are features that you can add to your show to provide value back to those that you are promoting. And they're seeing great success in this on a number of shows. Again, it's a complete value given back in the value for value model. While you're receiving value for your show via streaming sats, boosts, they're coming in the form of Satoshis. When these value blocks are not set for a value time split, what will happen then is you'll get 100% and the splits you've set up. Then when you go into value time split segment, the person or show or music that you're playing will get the amount of the split that you designate during that time period. So again, a very complicated feature, but it's one that folks are using a lot, having, again, a lot of great success with. And if you are more interested in the value for value model and value time splits, I definitely recommend that you're listening to the Podcast 2.0 podcast. You can find that over at Podcast Index. But again, this is a new feature. And again, it is advanced for sure. But at the same time, it's something exciting, new in podcasting, a great feature to provide value back. It's been our pleasure to bring you this new feature to Blubrry Podcasting.